So when you throw in the outlook for real wages, the tariffs on the external side, AI and the productivity premium, Andrew, into the calculus for the BOJ, it's quite a heady cocktail, isn't it? Where does it leave them on balance?
I think there's a big impetus to get rates back to a more neutral level. Of course, as we've been discussing, there's debate about where that neutral level is. But following the recent data flow, there does seem to be a greater level of confidence that we're getting to sustainable inflation. We're buyers of the idea that this inflation pace can be broadly sustained, at or close to 2% going forward. And given that the real interest rate is quite low, policy is actually very supportive, or monetary policy is actually very supportive, and that moderate adjustments of the type they're considering really shouldn't derail the continued gradual expansion of the economy. So I think, well, as you noted, there are a lot of different factors and potential external shocks. For now, they're in a pretty opportune place to keep taking rates higher. Things could change if we see a dramatic trade war, or there are other shocks. If we see recessions in other large economies, the calculus for the BOJ could change quite a bit. But if anything, I think that suggests that this is an opportune moment to go ahead.
So if headline CPI, and we got the read today, is moving in the right direction and does give the BOJ cover to normalise gradually, where does that leave dollar-yen at the end of the year, Andrew, in your opinion?
We expect very gradual appreciation of dollar-yen, down towards 155 and eventually 150. This reflects two forces. One, we do still expect the Fed to cut a couple of times this year. Clearly, market expectations there have been dialed back significantly, and we agree with markets that the Fed will slow down, probably not probably not cut in the immediate future, but perhaps more towards the middle of the year and late in the year. So rates in the U.S. still drifting lower, and again, a couple of hikes this year from the BOJ should allow dollar-yen to move slightly lower by the end of the year.